Have you ever felt like life is happening to you instead of for you? Like no matter how hard you try, you're constantly at the mercy of circumstances beyond your control. Well, what if I told you that thousands of years ago, a former slave turned philosopher cracked the code to mastering your inner world, and his secret could change everything for you today? This man's name was Epictetus. Born into slavery in 50 AD, he endured unimaginable hardships, but somehow emerged as one of history's wisest teachers on resilience, freedom, and personal power. And here's the kicker. His teachings aren't just philosophical musings, they're practical tools designed to help ordinary people, like you and me, navigate the chaos of everyday life. But let's get real for a second. How often do we waste our energy worrying about things we can't change? That toxic comment online? Out of your hand. The promotion you didn't get? Not yours to decide. Even the weather ruining your picnic plans. It's frustrating, sure. But does complaining about it actually fix anything? Epictetus would say this: some things are up to us, and some things are not. It's simple, yet revolutionary. Let's break it down together. So, what exactly is within your control? According to Epictetus, it boils down to 4 key areas. 1. Your thoughts. You may not be able to stop bad things from happening, but you can choose how you interpret them. Someone cuts you off in traffic? Sure, they might be reckless, but why let their actions dictate your mood? 2. Your attitudes. Life will throw challenges your way, but your attitude determines whether you see them as obstacles or opportunities. Remember Hercules? Without those mythical beasts, the lion, the hydra, the boar, he wouldn't have become the legendary hero we know today. Challenges shape us. 3. Your actions. While you can't control outcomes, you always have a choice in how you respond. Will you lash out when provoked, or will you stay calm and composed? 4. Your efforts. Success isn't guaranteed, but effort is something you can give every single day. As Epictetus says, focus on doing your best, regardless of the result. Now, let's talk about the flip side, the things outside your control. These include 1. Other people's opinions. Whether someone likes you, respects you, or agrees with you, it's none of your business. Their thoughts belong to them, not you. 2. External events. Accidents happen. Plans fall apart. Sometimes, life feels unfair. But guess what? These things aren't yours to dictate. 3. The past. Once something's happened, it's done. You can't rewrite history, so stop beating yourself up over mistakes. 4. The future. Tomorrow is uncertain. All you can do is prepare and take action today. In today's hyper-connected world, Epictetus's wisdom feels more relevant than ever. Social media floods us with comparisons. News cycles bombard us with fear and uncertainty. Workplaces demand more than ever before. It's easy to feel overwhelmed, powerless, and stuck. But here's the beauty of Epictetus's philosophy. It gives you a framework to navigate chaos without losing yourself. When you understand what's within your control, you stop wasting time trying to change the unchangeable. You start focusing on what truly moves the needle in your life. Okay, enough theory. Let's make this practical. Here are 3 ways you can apply Epictetus's dichotomy of control to your daily life. 1. Pause before reacting. When something happens that triggers you, whether it's a rude comment or a missed deadline, take a moment to breathe. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If it's not, let it go. If it is, figure out your next step. 2. Focus on action, not outcomes. Epictetus reminds us that success isn't guaranteed, but effort is always within our power. So instead of obsessing over results, pour your energy into giving your best shot. Did you study hard for the exam? Great. Did you train consistently for the race? Awesome. Leave the rest to fate. 3. Practice gratitude for what you can control. At the end of each day, reflect on the choices you made. Were you kind to someone? Did you stick to your values? Celebrate those wins, no matter how small. They remind you of your agency in a world full of unpredictability. I'll be honest with you. I used to be someone who got worked up over everything. Traffic jams ruined my morning. Negative feedback crushed my confidence. Bad news? sent me spiraling into anxiety. Then I stumbled upon Epictetus, and everything clicked. Understanding the dichotomy of control didn't magically solve all my problems, but it gave me a new perspective. Now, when life gets messy, I ask myself, can I control this? If yes, I act. If no, I release it. And honestly, that shift alone has brought so much peace into my life. If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just plain lost, try adopting this mindset. Start small. Notice what you're holding onto that you really shouldn't. Trust me, it works. Epictetus once said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Imagine living like that, not controlled by fear, doubt, or external pressures. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Remember, true freedom doesn't come from changing the world around you. It comes from mastering your inner world. And that journey starts with understanding what you can and can't control. So, what's one thing you'll focus on today that's within your control? Share it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found value in this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, keep striving for inner freedom. You've got this. Let's dive deeper into each of these areas because they're foundational to Epictetus's teachings. Your thoughts. Think of your mind as a garden. If you plant seeds of negativity, frustration, and self-doubt, that's what will grow. But if you cultivate positive, constructive thoughts even in tough situations, you create space for clarity and resilience. For example, imagine receiving harsh criticism at work. Instead of spiraling into self-pity, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? Your attitudes. Attitude is everything. Two people can face the same challenge. One sees it as an insurmountable obstacle, while the other views it as a chance to grow. Which one would you rather be? Epictetus believed that our attitudes determine our reality. By choosing optimism, patience, and perseverance, we reclaim power over our lives. Your actions. Actions speak louder than words. While you can't control whether others appreciate your efforts, you can commit to showing up fully, being kind, and staying disciplined. These small, consistent actions compound over time, leading to meaningful change. Your efforts. Success isn't linear. Some days, despite your best efforts, things won't go as planned. But remember, progress isn't measured by outcomes alone. It's about showing up, giving your all, and trusting the process. Now, let's unpack the external factors that often drain our energy unnecessarily. Other people's opinions. Have you ever noticed how much mental real estate we dedicate to caring about what others think? Whether it's seeking validation on social media or worrying about gossip, this obsession robs us of peace. Epictetus teaches us to detach from external approval. After all, everyone else is too busy thinking about themselves to care that much about you. External events. Life is unpredictable. One moment, you're celebrating a win. The next, you're facing a setback. Accepting this truth frees you from resistance. Instead of fighting against reality, flow with it. Adaptability becomes your superpower. The past. Regret is a heavy burden. Holding on to past mistakes or missed opportunities keeps you stuck. Epictetus encourages us to forgive ourselves and move forward. What's done is done. Focus on what you can do now. The future. Anxiety about tomorrow steals joy from today. Rather than obsessing over uncertainties, channel your energy into preparation. Take actionable steps toward your goals, knowing that the rest is out of your hands. In a world obsessed with instant gratification and external validation, Epictetus's teachings stand out as countercultural. We live in an era where algorithms dictate our attention spans, where comparison culture thrives, and where uncertainty dominates headlines. Against this backdrop, his emphasis on inner mastery feels like a lifeline. Consider this. Every time you scroll through social media, you're bombarded with curated perfection. Influencers flaunt luxurious lifestyles, peers showcase achievements, and brands sell products promising happiness. Yet, none of these things truly fulfill us. Why? Because fulfillment comes from within, not from external validation. By embracing the dichotomy of control, you reclaim your autonomy. You stop chasing fleeting pleasures and start building lasting contentment. This shift transforms not just your mindset, but also your relationships, career, and overall well-being. Let me share a quick story to illustrate this point. A few months ago, I had a major project due at work. Despite putting in countless hours, the client rejected my proposal outright. Initially, I felt defeated. All that effort for nothing. But then I remembered Epictetus's words, "You can't control outcomes, only your effort." Instead of wallowing, I asked myself, what did I learn? How can I improve next time? Within weeks, I applied those lessons to another project and nailed it. That experience taught me the value of detaching from results and focusing on growth. Here's another example. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. Most people would honk, curse, and stress about being late. But what if, instead, you accepted the situation? Use that time to listen to a podcast, practice deep breathing, or simply enjoy the silence. Suddenly, the same scenario becomes an opportunity for mindfulness. Finally, here are a few exercises to help you internalize Epictetus's teachings. 1. Daily Reflection Journal. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you controlled and 3 things you couldn't. Over time, patterns will emerge, helping you identify areas where you need to let go. 2. Mindfulness practice. Whenever you feel stressed, pause and ask, is this within my control? If yes, take action. If no, release it. 3. Visualization technique. Picture a jar filled with sand, things you can't control, and rocks, things you can. Focus on placing the rocks first. They represent your priorities. If you have found these useful and want to explore more, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Your journey begins with us.